Sure. Well, we're here to support the census. We're really excited that we've got wrapped buses, and we want people to be out there filling out the census. Everybody in the city's got to fill it out, and we're here pushing that message. We're going to continue to do it for, until April and beyond to make sure everybody fills it out.
It's absolutely critical that, especially in this environment, that we lock arms and do the outreach so that families, so that individuals, so that in our workplaces, we are all amplifying the message of how critical it is to fill out the census. This is about jobs. This is about housing. This is about preparing for emergencies and schools and roads and hospitals. It determines how many representatives we will send to Congress on our behalf. This is an essential moment in Michigan. And when we band together and ensure every person is counted, every one of us benefits. We've created this really cool bus wrap here on the Cata buses to continue to send that message. This is an important day that is a part of the effort that we are making statewide to count every person in the state of Michigan.
None of this becomes successful without community partners, and Bradley Funkhauser and the Cata bus system, thank you so much. The signs, the cookies, if you haven't seen the cookies, they look amazing. Please eat one. This is a critical piece to the future success of our state. There are $30 billion that come in annually. When you talk census numbers, a lot of people talk self-response rates. And again, that's that response rate from the census form going live till the April 30th deadline, before those census takers go door to door. We are hoping and striving for an 82% self-response rate, and then having the rest be counted by hand or through those census takers from May through July. This is a bold goal, and that's why it's a huge partnership and an all on hands deck moment, because our self-response rate was 78% in 2010. So we want to be number one. Wisconsin was number one in 2010, and it's time for Michigan to take that over. The census is only 9 questions. It's going to take 10 minutes. It only asks for name, age, gender, ethnicity, race, number of people in your house, their relationship to you, if you own or rent your home, and phone number. That's it. So I encourage you all, take that 10 minutes, impact your community for the next 10 years, and see the benefits for the next generation and beyond.
I want you to learn this song. It's going to come out. Michigan wants to shine, fill out the 9. Can you sing that for me? Say it again. Michigan needs to shine, fill out the 9. Okay, I feel the hook. Ladies and gentlemen, your mayor, Mayor Andy Shore.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's hard to follow Brad. He's got an energy like you've never seen. And I got to follow the governor and Kerry also. But welcome to Lansing. We are really excited. We know that having an accurate count of all of our residents is tremendously important. It'll ensure that Lansing receives the federal funding we need to continue to focus on what's most important to us, our people. I did my State of the City a few weeks ago, and I spent like 25 minutes talking about all the incredible things we need. And then we ended out with, we need to have the funding to do it. And being counted in the census ensures that we have that funding. We have a complete count committee, which I am very proud of. They've been working really hard to prepare our city for the census. We're proud to be a diverse and vibrant city with residents from all over the world, but they also speak many languages. So our complete count committee is working with several partners in our community to help everyone. We know that many of our residents spend time in warmer climates during the winter, and we look forward to welcoming them back and encouraging them to complete their census form right here in Lansing. And for our residents who are unhoused or housing unstable, we know that it's especially important for them to complete the census, so we're working on getting to all of the populations out there that we need to fill out this form. Support services throughout the community are working to make sure that all populations are accurately counted. Services that support vulnerable populations depend on funding that's dispersed through the census, so we need them getting counted and we need to get them funded. The buses look awesome, so I just want to thank Brad, thank everyone who was part of that. The buses look incredible. it's the message that we're sending out, be counted. We have these cool pop sockets. For those of you who don't know, these go on the back of your phone. The kids would all know. These go on the back of your phone. We're giving out pop sockets. My daughter thought it was really cool. We've got them. Valerie in my office has them, so grab yourself a Lansing Be Counted pop socket. It looks like Carrie had a little Frisbee. We got all kinds of cool swag and things. We got to remember, we got to remind people. We have to use all the visual aids, all the media. We're going to get out into the communities to make sure everyone knows they have to be counted. I want to recognize our legislative partners. Yeah, the sun comes out and Senator Hertel magically appears. So I want to welcome Senator Curtis Hertel.
Well, it's incredibly important to our community to be counted. At the end of the day, if we're ignored, if we don't get counted, that means that less money for our community for public safety, public health, less money for our schools. So it's incredibly important to everyone that we be counted, because it's actually the investment that we make at a federal level. We all pay taxes. We want some of that money to come back into our community, and that's why the census is so important. The U.S. Census is an absolute critical part to Michigan and our community's future. There are few aspects of your everyday life that the census will not affect. Think of the roads you drive on, the school your kids go to, the businesses you shop at, the community organizations you support, the people in our community that keep us safe. The census impacts countless aspects that keep our society moving forward. Census data is used to make numerous decisions by governments, business, and nonprofits. An accurate count reflects our community and Michigan's changing populations, and where we need public sector investments moving forward. The census helps us plan for the long-term health and safety of our community. It helps us invest in our children as well. School lunch and Head Start programs for teachers, grants for teachers in special education, child abuse prevention programs, all funded using census data. The census can shape the future of the capital area and Michigan for years to come.
To close up shop, I would like to bring to the podium Mr. Nathan Triplett.
Thank you, Brad, and good morning, everyone. The census is about ensuring that everyone is counted, and public transit is about ensuring that everyone is served. So when we were approached by Carrie Ebersol Singh and our partners in the elected offices saying, what can Cata do to help ensure a complete count? We didn't hesitate. Brad and his team worked very hard to ensure that this partnership was able to come to fruition, because Cata can't achieve its mission, and we can't achieve our mission and our prosperity as a state without ensuring that everyone is counted. I want to make one quick note and then do some thank yous, and that note is that our board at Cata has adopted a strategic plan with a focus on regional mobility, not just in our service area, but across the Tri-County area. That's a critically important vision for the residents of our region, for our communities, and for our economic prosperity. But it's a vision that we can't achieve without adequate federal funding, and we can't get that adequate federal funding without an accurate census and ensuring that everyone be counted. So this work that we're doing here today is critically important for Cata and for our region, and we urge all of you to participate in that. Get the word out, be counted, and make sure that we are making our fair share of federal funding come to the state of Michigan.
I'm in the Appropriations Committee here in the legislature, and so I like money, and I know that we never have enough of it. Much of our federal funding, much of our state budget comes from the feds, and so I want to make sure that we get as many financial resources as possible in order to make sure that our roads are better
That's right.
that our schools are in great shape, and so I think it's just important for all of us to be counted, because at the end of the day, we count. And too many of our communities, especially communities that I'm very familiar with, when we see the government coming, we run. We don't answer the door. But this year is really important. So the 2020 census is easy. It's very quick. There's only 9 questions. So it's really important for us to get out and be counted.
We got to get those dollars back to Lansing, so we are very excited to work with our partners at the state, the federal level, and we got to bring the dollars here. We got to get counted and show that our population counts, so we have to be counted. But like the representative said, when you have the dollars to do the things people want, it makes the job a lot easier.
That's right. You think about our health clinics, you think about, again, road funding, education, all the critical services that we need to help senior citizens, to help children. It's really important for us to have those resources. And so it's a very easy form, and I think that as many of us can be counted, we absolutely have to do so.
If people fill out the census, it makes the job of a city council member so much easier, because instead of grappling with budget deficits and limited resources, we're actually able to talk about investments in infrastructure and services for our citizens. So it's paramount that every citizen, every resident of the city of Lansing fill out the census and be counted. If we're not counted, those resources are going to Texas, Montana, North Carolina, Florida. Let's bring them here to Michigan. Let's bring them here to Lansing.
Well, making sure that everyone is counted in the census is critically important to our region and specifically to Cata because we receive federal funding to help support our transit service in the region. So when we were approached by the state about using our buses to help get the word out about the importance of being counted, of course we jumped at the opportunity. So we were here today to announce these 2 wrapped buses that will be running through our system and throughout the census process to encourage folks to get out there and be counted for Cata, for our region, for the state of Michigan. So make sure you get counted and fill out your census form.
So the 2020 census is super convenient to complete. You can fill it out online, by phone, or through the paper form. It's only 9 questions. It's going to take less than 10 minutes. So get out there, Lansing, and fill out your census form in 2020.
Question for all of you, how many of you are going to be counted? Yes!